Hello, my name is Michelle Dwyer, and I'm a holistic health coach and certified nutrition consultant. And I thought I'd just take a few minutes to introduce a little bit about me and about whole life nourishment in case this is something that is new to you. If I'm new to you, I have been in practice for over 12 years. I have worked with hundreds of clients, and I work with all sorts of different aspects of your health and well being from a mind, body, spirit perspective. And I also teach classes, workshops, I do corporate wellness. However, one of my favorite things to do and the thing that really lights up my heart and one of the best ways that I love to be of service to my community in terms of supporting your health and well-being is whole life nourishment. So whole life nourishment was first conceived in my mind over 7 or 8 years ago. I've been running programs for the last 5 years. I've run more groups than I can count at this point. I think I'm at 13, maybe 14. However, I'm really excited to share about this fall 2025's Whole Life Nourishment cohort because there's some extra special magic coming into the Whole Life Nourishment space. So I just want to share a little bit about what Whole Life Nourishment is, what it isn't, what makes this season a little bit different, what you can expect if you're considering joining, which I hope if this resonates with you, you are, or if you want to share with a friend, and also how to connect with me if you want to ask more questions. Basically, Whole Life Nourishment started because I was seeing all the different ways that I was guiding, supporting, um, leading different clients in terms of their health and well-being, and I started to see some commonalities. And I thought, okay, what are the foundational pieces to our overall health and well-being? And this is also based in research, things like the blue zones, in terms of outlive. Like there's so many different sources that I draw on, but we're really looking at our whole life, not just our food as nourishment, but the all the ways that we are nourishing our life. And this group is also really about supporting change makers, progressive leaders, those in the nonprofits, teachers, or if you just really care about our planet, you care about our communities, you care about what's going on in the world, and you want to make sure that you are filling up your cup so that you can go out into the world and do all the amazing things that you are wanting to do. I wanted to share a little bit that what whole life nourishment, it's so, I'm here putting it into words, but it's so hard to put the magic into words. It really is about connection, community, coming together, a chance to be really authentic with your wins, with your challenges, with your goals in terms of your health and well-being, and also to guide and support and be with others. So it is an online community. We meet we meet twice a month. We also have connection and community in between our Zoom classes our Zoom community calls. So there is lots and lots of ways to stay connected. I keep this small. So no more than 12 participants. I would say typically it's somewhere between 8 and 10, but we keep it small so that everybody has a space and a place to share, to be seen, to discuss, talk about your next steps, your mindset, whatever's coming up for you. So it really is a very sacred and intimate space that I work really hard to create for you so that you can all come together. It takes about 4 months. We'll be starting in September, and that will lead us into the new year, into January. So you really get time to develop, focus on, and work towards your health and well-being goals. So I think there is something I work with so many clients one-on-one, and I love that work, but there is something really powerful about coming together as a group to realize, like, oh my gosh, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. Or to just realize that there are people who care and are here to witness and are here to observe and here to just be present with what's coming up for you and to celebrate. I think it's so important to celebrate our wins. So that is really amazing. This is all about focusing on our radical self-care and our radical community care because I've felt this for a very long time, but I have felt this even more in the last year or so, is that what's really important is that we care for each other, that we come together in connection and community, and that we uplift each other. So this is our little microcosm of a chance to do that. So what I wanted to share is this year's a little bit different. So I'm going to go through in just a minute what whole life nourishment, the 8 pillars of whole life nourishment are, but there's some secret sauce gloss, or there's a little bit of a twist this year in that this is also open to those going through perimenopause and menopause. I am 51. I am in it. I am here to guide and support, bring all the knowledge that I am gaining, have a chance to look at all the different pieces of whole life nourishment, what we're eating, how we're moving our bodies, what's going on with our sleep, what's our mindset, what are our routines and our schedules, our connection to ourselves and community, to others, what's our mission and purpose, but through this lens of midlife, right? Wherever you are in that stage of perimenopause, pause, and menopause. And so we will be using this lovely book, The Upgrade, as part of our sort of guiding understanding. What I love about this book is that she talks about the stage of perimenopause as the transition and menopause as the upgrade. So if you're like, yes, I want support in the transition, or I've already made the transition and I'm here for the upgrade, then this might be a real clear yes for you. What I want to clarify, this is not a book club. Okay, this is not a book club. Yes, we're going to be reading this book together. It's not a class. Yes, I have modules that are about whole life nourishment. What it's really about is using the information that's in the modules or that's in the book or that we're just experiencing out in the world to bring it together in formation of what it means for our lives. How does it apply to our lives? What is meaningful for me right now in terms of then transformation? How to transform and move towards your life, body, spirit, all the things that you want to create for yourself. So it's really about this intimate, sacred community. It's really about you being super clear or getting that clarity. If you're like, I'm not actually clear what my goals are, I don't really know what I want to focus on. Let's have a call. I actually have a clarity call. We can talk through that. That's pretty common for someone coming into the whole life nourishment. They're like, I know I need this, and I'm so scattered. There's 12 different things I want to work on. I'm not sure what I really need to focus in on for my health and well-being. That's part of what we figure out together in whole life nourishment. What I also love is we're talking about things like our mindset. We're talking about our schedule habits, routines, and schedules so that we can figure out a way to make this work for our lives and a part of our lifestyle, a thing that's sustainable and not just something that we do pop in and do every now and then. So it's really, really beautiful. So again, the 8 pillars of whole life nourishment. We will probably start with schedule habits, routines, and and rituals because just to lay that foundation. But the other 7 aspects, we've got food and nutrition, we have sleep and rest, we have exercise and movement, and then we also have some of the more emotional, spiritual, social aspects. So connection to self, connection to others, mindset, and then mission and purpose. And so we really get to have take our time to move through these again through the lens of the upgrade. What does this mean for us now? What feels resonant for us now? So that's a little bit about whole life nourishment. That's a little bit about me. And basically, if you're like, this sounds amazing, Michelle, I want to know more, the best next step is you can book a clarity call with me. And this is just a free time for us to chat, see if it feels like a good fit, go over all of the logistics. I record the calls. So if you happen to miss one, if you want to have some clarity about what the level of commitment is, the price is on my website, and I do offer a sliding scale. So I want to make sure that this is something that's accessible. And that's the best next step. You can go to www.healthcoachmichelle.com. You can read about whole life nourishment in general. You can book that clarity call. It's super, super easy. You can also send me an email to Michelle@healthcoachmichelle.com. Let's talk, let's connect, let's see if whole life nourishment is the right fit for you. And if you're watching this video and you're like, Michelle, it sounds amazing. I know the perfect people I want to have join. Well, please share with somebody that you'd also love to circle with, because really, I think it's more powerful when we do these things together, especially when there's someone that we really want to, kind of use as our, not use, but like be as our accountability buddies. That's one of the things that I really love about whole life nourishment is we become accountability buddies to each other. I'm focusing on this. I'm thinking about this. I just did this. I accomplished this. And we really get to support each other. So share with a friend that this might be resonant for. Reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.